In 2007, Apple took the world by absolute surprise and released the very first iPhone.
Wow!
It was truly groundbreaking. And from there, they would go on what you would call a generational run. 12 months later, they went ahead and released the first MacBook Air. A laptop so thin with incredible power all in your hands. But it wasn't long before Apple would complete the trifecta, because behind the scenes they were cooking something classified. A top secret project that would surely send the masses into absolute madness. But what could this be? Surely it must have been something special.
He was special.
And in 2010, Steve Jobs took to the stage and revealed the iPad. The iPad is a brand new smart interactive tablet with multi-purpose functionality that is sure to add value to any user. It's just a fucking oversized iPod. But it's okay, because just like you, I also fell into the trap. And how did that happen, you may ask? Allow me to explain. Let's rewind to March of 2022. A much simpler time, a time when I used to be fully committed as a student and I was enrolling in my second semester in university. Naturally, as the good student that I was, I wanted to maximize taking notes in class. And you see here, Apple's timing couldn't have been better. They had just announced the first iPad with an M1 chip.
Sensational.
So the release of this new iPad would align perfectly with my needs as a student. How convenient. So I ran to go get my wallet, grabbed the funds that I needed, went straight to the Apple store, and I bought the iPad with the M1 chip. I rushed back home, excited to set it up and get started. But this is where things started to take a turn. A week had passed by with the new iPad, and I was already starting to use it less and less every day.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
And then another week had passed, and here I was gravitating back to my MacBook Pro. What happened to all that excitement that I initially had for the iPad? Well, I realized that I had to write my notes down, and in uni, teachers don't exactly wait for you. So a lot of the times I would fall behind. And so this led me to finding a solution, which was let me try to type my notes. But obviously using the keyboard from the iPad isn't exactly ideal, because it's genuinely slow and not as responsive. So my next train of thought was to get a keyboard for the iPad. Alright, brand new day. Let me go on Apple's website and let me have a quick look and see if they have this keyboard thing that I'm looking for.
$400+. Huh?
So let me get this straight. I had to pay about $600 for the iPad initially. Since the purpose of this iPad was to take notes at school, I needed the Apple Pencil to do that. So that was another $120. But now I'm in a new dilemma because if I want to be able to take the notes fastly, I also want to be able to type them on a keyboard effectively. So that's another $400+. And if we add all of that up, we're looking at well over $1,000 for a multi-purpose iPad setup.
Come on, man.
Now, before we continue with this video, here's a word from our sponsor who actually cares about value. Unlike the iPad, which is a very expensive, somewhat cool tablet if you are 12 years old, the AINOTE is a well-crafted productivity tool that is supposed to retain the traditional handwriting experience while benefiting from modern smart technology.
Wow!
Now, this is a tool that is specifically designed for business people and everyone alike who want to take notes efficiently. It is an e-ink display that supports long working hours and a paper-like handwriting experience. It can record meetings while naturally taking handwritten notes. It supports annotating reports or PDFs without distractions, as well as it can capture ideas and instantly turn them into tasks. Essentially, AINOTE is built for professionals and managers who want to stay focused, save time, and work more efficiently. AINOTE is especially well suited for users who enjoy handwriting their notes, want to stay focused, and are looking to combine handwriting with AI to improve efficiency. Now, this could particularly be students or knowledge workers. Also, I do want to mention this tablet is specifically designed for productivity and for people who want to stay on track of things, and it is not an entertainment device. In fact, I use this tool to write the very script for this video. It has a really nice feeling screen that feels just like paper, providing a realistic feeling, supported by the dedicated smart pen that feels great and offers probably my favorite feature ever. If you make a mistake, which isn't the case for me because, I mean, look at me. But let's say you were to make a mistake, you can use the back of the pen to erase just like a real pencil.
Shut up and take my money.
Now, I don't know about you, but just when I saw that, I was sold. So if you're a business professional or a manager, then this tool will be a game changer. It is razor thin and will fit quite literally in any bag. So all of you nerds out there complaining that your iPad is too big, too heavy, too I don't know what, well, I'm glad to say that in comparison to all of that, the AINOTE feels like a warm hug from Abuela. So what are you doing still here watching this video? Go ahead and grab yourselves one of these AINOTE and change the way you take notes forever. Actually, please stay because I want you to watch the rest of this video. I quite put some time into editing this, so it'd be nice if you finish the video. So Naturally, with the keyboard costing me a fortune and a half, I had to find an alternative. Luckily, I'm a tech YouTuber, so I just got a sponsor to send me one, and boom, problem solved.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
And when I did get that keyboard, it was a breath of fresh air. It was about the first time in months that my iPad, it felt useful, it felt important, felt real.
Wanted. Loved.
But that was about it. That was the peak of my iPad. I eventually stopped using it because it wasn't as smooth or as fast as my MacBook. The keyboard was good, but it didn't feel as responsive, so nothing was keeping me hooked and interested enough to stick around. But then, from the depths of hell came the abomination. iPad OS 26. An absolute disaster, a monster with no fear who was sent for my iPad to send it in absolute oblivion. I was left with nothing but a broken heart. Little did I know, this was the beginning of the end. iPad OS 26 ruined my iPad entirely. Apps started to work extremely poorly and slowly, in some cases, wouldn't even launch. The iPad that once seemed like a force was now some fat couch slob. Now, I genuinely ask myself, and this is probably the biggest mystery of it all, is who at Apple decided to make the base model of this iPad 64GB? I genuinely want to know who did this. This is a felony beyond human understanding. I mean, what the heck, 64GB for an iPad with such power? This is worse than that one time I stole chocolate from the dollar store at 10 years old. Whoever was behind this orchestrated this crime perfectly. They knew exactly how things would pan out,
and their sole purpose was to crush and ruin everyone's dreams of ever making this tablet useful.
I mean, why is iPad OS 26 like upwards of 14GB? I mean, generally, who?
What are you, a fucking owl?
Who had this freaking stupid idea? But wait. If you think this was bad enough, Apple has officially stopped users from being able to revert to previous versions of software. It's over. It really is. I tried so desperately to get iPad OS 18 back, but it was now long gone and only a dream from the past. Now, I sat long and wide, and this led me to a realization. It was Apple's plan all along. They knew that people would buy the first iPad with an M1 chip and they would suck it right up because it was the first time we had computer power in a tablet. And with that in mind, they wanted to make sure that these people wouldn't stick with this for a while. So they fucking nerfed it, leaving us with crushed dreams. This is why I have taken the executive decision to put my iPad up for sale. It is time. It's time for it to find its own way and to set sail for a new journey. Farewell, my iPad Air. For the grand total of 40 hours of use I gave you, you've been a trooper. You will be truly missed.
Come on.